Good morning, boys and girls, moms and dads, everybody in viewerland. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you for our videos that are for entertainment purposes only, and I hope they do just that, entertain you and maybe teach you something along the way too. Happy Generator, Garbage, Martin Luther King Day, and Inauguration Day too. So you can see the generator, the Champion Dual Fuel, sitting there under her cover. So why do I have it there? Well, I always have my Champion Dual Fuel. I'll take the cover off. Got a little blanket to keep it warm and safe and dry and clean. But I have it sitting right in that spot in the corner here next to the overhead door in this service door in the event the Generac doesn't start, so that I can get it out easily. And as we all know, I have that crate with all my hardware in it to get this thing going, chains, locks to lock it down so it doesn't grow legs and walk. I got the hose for the LP, and then I put the LP tank in that crate to hold it so it doesn't fall over, so it stays upright. So that's a good thing. So I always store my generator in a dry location indoors right there in the corner, so it's always good. And as you know, I like to run them weekly, but if you can't do it monthly. Now, last week we didn't do it because of a severe storm blowing through, and once again we still have 0 degrees outside today and blowing snow. So we're not going to push it out. We're not going to do that today. That's why you run it every week. That way, if you run into a situation like this twice, maybe 3 times a year, I'm not able to do it. So the other 49 weeks it goes outside. So I'm confident that if I poured gasoline in there, remember non-ethanol fuel, if I pour the non-ethanol gasoline in there, it's going to fire right up for me. So that's good. I always run my generators dry, as you know. And here's the famous board that we always put underneath the legs to put it on an angle. So I keep the board right there. So when I grab my generator for the weekly runs, I take it outside and put it underneath the board so that I can run all the fuel out of it. So that's good. So every 6 months, we want to change the oil, take a look at your air filter and change it, or if it's the kind you can clean, this one I can take out and clean with some warm soap and water, let it dry and put a little oil on it. I do that. Change your spark plug or plugs, depending how many you have, and then clean the spark arrestor. Make sure you clean that spark arrestor because it restricts your exhaust if it gets carboned up. And we've discussed how to do that in previous generator videos. So find that in our other videos and I'll show you how to do that. Remember, when we shut them down, your generator's been running for 24 hours now. So you're going to want to shut it down to check the oil. You don't want to let these air-cooled motors run without checking the oil. So we're going to shut it down. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to disconnect any DC power outage, any AC power outage. Just disconnect it all. So pull the plugs out of everything. And now let the generator cool down and run for another 3 to 5 minutes with no load on it. That way it can cool down all the electric stuff for you. Okay? Then you shut the gas off. If it's the propane bottle, you're going to shut it off and it's going to die right away. But if it's gasoline, you'll shut the petcock, and it'll take a little bit to stop running. So once the gas is off, we're going to want to make sure that it's run dry. And in order to do that, you'll put the full choke on, and then you could hit the start button or pull a cord if you have a cord on your generator, not an electric starter, and try starting it a few times. And it'll start for a second, it'll die. It'll start for a second and die. So once it dies, then you're good. So then now the generator is ready for storage. Or if you were running it for an outage, you could check your oil and add oil if it needs it. And then you could start it back up for your power outage and let it run for a minute and then plug in your loads again, okay? So as far as my Generac today, I'm not going to run that. I always have it programmed to start at Monday at 8 a.m. But today, I don't want the air filter system to suck up snow because the snow's blowing around out there. So if it was an emergency situation and I had no power, well, then it's going to run and then I'll take care of it. But just for a 5-minute run, it's not going to reach full operating temperature, and it's not going to get to where I need it to be as far as running for a right amount of time. It's only going to run for 5 minutes. So we don't want to do that and put moisture in the oil at this temperature. So what I did is I went into my Generac app, and I love the mobile link system, and I was able to just program it to start on Saturday at 8 a.m. because overnight it'll be 18 degrees and it's supposed to get to the 20s on a day. So when it starts at 8 in the morning in the dark, it'll be 18 or 19 degrees, which is better than 0. A little easier on it. I got the hard start kit on mine, the battery warmer and the oil warmer. So in an emergency, it will start, but I just choose not to have it start in this type of weather. It's not good for the oil. It's not good for the machine just to exercise it. So we're not going to exercise the Generac today, and we're not going to exercise Champion Dual Fuel, although he would start right up. He's in a heated garage at 55 degrees, so he's good to go. But I'm not going to push it out in the snow and have it suck in snow in the air filter. So, but it's blowing around out there silly. So check your equipment, maintain your equipment, and because I do that, I don't have to worry about it today. I'll be good till next week, and we'll just let it go today. But I just wanted to discuss those things to have a nice video for everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And be safe out there. Okay, bye.